refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Bruh.
Hey, come on now.
Welcome to
Gotta throw Joe off his tracks, man. He gonna have too much fun this episode.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I am your host today, alongside with two of my bros. I'm not gonna do no big introduction. We all know what happened. Got Mr. Your Done son here. Tomo, my bro, and my one of my best friends, man. He's here. After that L, very excited to see him today. We got Worm. How y'all doing, man?
You played the song.
Not good at all.
I'm just glad.
But it's okay. It's a bright white Monday down here in the DMV.
I don't got no words. I don't got no words, man. What y'all want me to say, man?
All right, y'all, man. It's probably raining outside where y'all at. I don't know. I know the sun shining. It's looking pretty good outside. Trees look a little dead, but looking pretty good. But look though, before we get into this one topic, we only have one topic today, y'all. We only talk about the Cowboys and Packers game. We're gonna recap the other games tomorrow. All right, but before we get into that, make sure y'all like this video on YouTube. We are only streamers on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, you're missing out. If you're on IG, you're missing out. All right. So like this video on YouTube, share it, and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments. Y'all will be putting on throughout the show. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Devon. He got a game on in the hour. Shout out to Link showing up after the L. Okay, I see you. All right. So and then look, if you have a super chat, you feeling a little, good, you want to throw some money out there, we will pause everything we're doing, stop the show, throw your comment on the screen and read it out loud because we appreciate all the gifts and the donations. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of expected that, I was gonna keep it going, that's cool. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tom, I think I got you, bro. I'm gonna facilitate this to y'all.
That's the last time y'all gonna hear that.
This is y'all segment, so let me just let the people know what's going on. So look, for those who are new to the show, all right, I refuse to lose sports. My daily co-host Tomo is a Dallas Cowboy fan, die hard. And for those who don't know, Tomo is a reasonable fan. I mean, he's one of those guys that young Cowboy fans are arrogant. He's the complete opposite of that. And then he was ready to jump off the ship, and I said, Tomo, you gotta have more team pride. You gotta have some team pride. Took my advice, and I'm sorry I let him down because the Cowboys let him down once again. In the midst of the team pride, my best friend Worm, he was done with that, and Tom said, "Worm, this is the year. This is the year." All right, Tom, I'm gonna hinge my wagon on to you, and once again, he was let down also. So, fellas, it was disappointing. We all saw it nationally. It was on Saturday. Oh, it's on Sunday. Sorry. Tell me about the game. How y'all feeling, fellas?
That's crazy. It's like a domino effect. You see what just happened here, Joe? You passed it to me, and then I passed this virus on the worm.
And you wrong for that, Tomo.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you got to pay my therapy bill.
I'm wrong.
I got to go to therapy now.
He did everything that I said he was gonna do,
except for win a playoff game. Like I
said,
hey!
I said the regular season. I got us halfway there. You know, I'm like used car salesman. You know, I said enough to get you home, but I ain't tell you he was gonna crank up in the morning. That's just what it was.
I told you he won't get us to the big game though.
He got us there. Not the one we wanted to get to. He got to his big game, the playoff,
the NFC East Championship.
That's
about it.
That's it. That's all he got for us, man.
Yeah, but I mean, to talk about the game yesterday, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all today. I felt it. I saw it coming, and the game started exactly the way I knew it would start. The moment we kicked the ball off and they got the ball first, I said I sent a message to Tomo. We in for a long day. There was no reason. The football gods just wasn't with us with the coin toss. We needed the ball first. Dak needed the ball first. We needed to put our foot on their neck in the beginning and let the defense play with a lead. Defense started off from behind from the jump. And it just went bad. It went bad. And my quarterback, as Tomo would say, Dak Prescott, man, he hurt my feelings. Just 4 days ago before this, I sent Joe a text message with my all-pro team and put MVP behind Dak Prescott. I said my quarterback name is not AP Dak. It's MVP Dak.
Most valuable
what he do?
Prescott.
And what he do?
Most valuable pick.
He did exactly what I knew he would do. Throw picks, throw pick sixes, look shell-shocked in the pocket like he never played quarterback before. It's who he is, and I'm starting to learn that. And like I told you before, Tomo, we need a new quarterback. I can't do it no more. I refuse to. So I'm saying it now in 2024, when the offseason starts, I ain't watching football unless I'm watching the Cincinnati Bengals. That's it.
You know what's crazy, man? Somehow, some way, we always gonna be we locked in as fandoms, bro. Because what I said when I first got on Refuse to Lose, man. Unsolicited Bengals fan here, baby. Joe Burrow, let's go. Because they the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC North.
I'm only watching Cincinnati next year.
Man, that's crazy, man. I can't believe this team did that to you, Warren. First things first, man. Because we are live, I'ma say my bad. Okay, I infested. Your brain, fertilized your brain, pause with all this. Like, Dak is going to be okay because we finally got a defense that could back him up. Like, that's what he been needing, because whenever he mess up, at least the defense can get the ball back so he can at least try to redeem himself. That didn't happen. Also, from the kickoff, Joe, like Worm said, there's two Daks. And everybody who watches football know you got that Dak Prescott. If you see him like locked in like this, you know it's gonna be a good day. When they was doing the Pledge of Allegiance, he was like this. His eyes was big. I said, "Oh my goodness, bro! He rattled already. We didn't even get the ball yet, and he rattled." Defense go out there. I said, "All right, maybe the defense can make a stop." The first two run plays, DeMarcus Lawrence was back there. He was talking all his trash. He was like, "Hey man, how y'all stop Aaron Jones? Hit him!" And D-Law was doing just that. 3rd and 13. They said, "All right, let's go get him." And DeRon Bland. You just had to hold the jersey a little too long. You see the yellow flags. Undisciplined football. Come on, Joe, say it with me. Undisciplined football. You already know.
You've been saying it.
It's going to kill you every single time. And as long as you let bad teams sustain these drives, you're going to lose games. And that's what the defense did. Then I can't fault the defense too much because the offense got the ball. I said, all right, bet we get the ball. It's going to be 7-7. Because, Joe, before the episode, I said it's going to be the last episode we did. I said this was going to happen. It's going to be like the Commanders game. It's going to look a little ugly in the beginning, but we're going to turn up at the end. CD and Dak act like they just met yesterday. All these awards y'all just got last week was literally because of y'all two. CD couldn't catch. He had the big slant. He dropped the ball. I said, he got a case of the drops. Then Dak was like, all right, I trust you, so now I'm going to force the ball. You know what happens when he forces the ball, Worm? What is it? Picks.
Pick six.
Then when he get mad at his number one receiver, he started forcing the ball to people that he really don't trust too much. He forced the ball to Brandon Cooks on the slant with Jair on him. CD was in the back, wide open. Like wide open.
And Jair made a grown man play.
He did. There's nothing you can say about that one. He made the play. But if I'm Brandon Cooks, I'm looking at it like, why you throw me the ball? Then the pick six. They went right back to the Kellen Moore routes. Nothing but slants. They called 3 slants. Dak don't read the one that's wide open. That's the play he should have threw to Cooks. He, again, forcing it to his guy, CD. CD didn't even make the play. Like, after the dude read the interception, got it, CD just threw his hands up like, man, whatever. So for me, man, what I learned about this team, and I tell people a lot, man, when you looking at your football team and you want to have all this fun, sometimes you got to peel back the layers. And when they show you who they really are, believe it. And this team is soft. They soft.
Yeah, but and when you say soft, I want to get down to the nitty gritty. Before we even get to Dak and CD in the offense, we had 5 offensive linemen. Everybody has 5 offensive linemen across the line. They rushed 4 all game. And you tell me 5 grown men couldn't handle 4 grown men that kept flushing Dak out the pocket. That's unacceptable from the offensive line. And that alone made Dak look shell-shocked. I mean, what happened to once I hit my back foot, let the ball go? Dak was sitting his back foot and didn't know where he was going with the ball. Like he's never played. It's like he never played his own defense. This was his first time ever seeing zone. And it pissed me off so bad.
And that's his thing.
Because that's not the blueprint to beat Dallas. The blueprint to beat Dallas is to blitz and rattle Dak.
Or change
Green Bay put out a new defensive plan with Dak Prescott. You rush 4, as soon as he hit that back foot, you got your hands up. He don't know where to go.
Yeah, you know what? It wasn't Green Bay.
You drop 7 back. You drop 7 back in the zone.
It wasn't Green Bay. There you go. That was who started this.
Green Bay had the Buffalo Bills defensive game plan yesterday, and it proved efficient. Like, my thing is, Dak and CD, y'all act like y'all never played against his own defense yesterday. CD, you're not sitting down in open spots. You're running into guys. Dak, all year you've been preaching. You've been telling us. Once I hit my drop back on my back, the ball is coming out. That was all. That's what McCarthy preached all year. That's what you did all year. And you get to the biggest game of your career. The biggest game of your career. And you act like you don't know how to fundamentally play football. You act like this is your rookie season. You're just shell-shocked. Dak was shell-shocked the moment he took the field. And CD, he was just disappointed. But again, like I told you in the group chat, I can't say it on here, but Tomo, you know what it is. He lied. That took a side piece the other day, and they ain't happy.
Hey.
He lied.
Joe, I know you got some things you want to say, man, but
I'm gonna let you go, Joe. But
I was about to say something back. Joe, you can relax.
I'm spazzing on the offense. You even go to the defense, side of the ball. Dan Quinn.
Quit.
You gave me man defense.
Quit.
All year.
Quit.
You gave me 5 down linemen all year. Nobody pays attention. Everybody think it's a 4 down lineman. No, it's 5 down linemen. All year. You gave me that. All year. And then you decide the biggest game of the season, you want to sit in zone. You want man corners to play zone. Guys that like to get physical with a receiver, you want them to play zone.
A lot of zone too.
And then you're going to play zone against a quarterback who we watched for the last 8 weeks throw the ball accurately off his back foot, leaning back. He doesn't stand in the pocket tall and just throw the ball. He loves the pressure. And you're going to play zone and give that man everything he wants. Romeo Dobbs ran through our defense like it was nothing. This is a kid, you ain't heard his name all year. You ain't heard his name all year. All you heard from Green Bay was, we ready for Christian Watson to come back.
Yeah, they wanted Chris Brown to show up so bad.
And Romeo Dobbs showed up.
Sensational.
This defense This defense looked horrible. I hope the next defensive coordinator that come in understand stunts and twists is not everything on that front line. You can't run stunts and twists every play of the game. Sometimes you got to do a straight rush. It takes too long to get home when you run stunts and twists. Michael Parsons finally gave us the game that we wanted from him. He might not have produced the stats, but he played his heart out. D-Law played his heart out. I can't say that for the rest of this defense.
Now, when you say Micah, see, this is where I have to pull the Dak Prescott on you. When you say Micah gave us the game we always wanted. No, the refs gave us the game we always wanted because he got a few holding calls.
And
as far as Micah,
precious.
But as far as Michael Parsons goes, I've been saying it since I think I started this year. I might have said it last year. After week 5, I don't know who this kid is. He just disappears from all game plans. Like the 11 is there, he'll have his moments. But again, when you go on the pivot, and I'm going to always keep going back to this one interview because you said it in the off season. He made me believe that he was going to take over as far as like it's going to be me and D-Law when it comes to that D-line, and we're going to make sure everybody is on point. This one game is when you had to look at the coaching staff and say, look, bro, exactly what Worm just said. I know y'all want to run zone, but the one reason why we get turnovers and we force teams to not beat themselves is the pressure. There was no pressure on Jordan Love at all. And if it looked like there was pressure, he made it seem like there was none. I've never seen a young quarterback do with this kid. He looked like Aaron Rodgers back there at times. He was stepping back. His eyes never dropped from the coverage as far as who was in front of him. He knew he was going to always be protected. It was like this. He was always looking. Oh, that. And they may come out and say, well, the only reason we play so much zone is because of Gilmore arm. That ain't got nothing to do with it, bro.
No,
you play.
If his arm ain't good, you sit him. You put the best product on the field.
Exactly. But that's what's wrong with the Cowboys. And that's why I said this team is soft. It's too much loyalty and not enough heartbreak. There has to be a time where you go to somebody and be like, look, bro, you my man today. You normally my guy, but not today, bro. Today's not your day. We're going to see you next week when we get to the next round. But this ain't your day. Wanye or somebody, go out here and try to make this happen. They don't do that. They just rather let the team fail and keep somebody out there that just keep messing up. The Sam Williams incident. Sam Williams been messing up all season. You know what, Joe? Go ahead. I'm a cuss.
Hold on, before you go, Joe, give me one more.
Joe, like, all right.
No, I'm and I like that you said Jordan Love looked like Aaron Rodgers. In this league, name 3 quarterbacks that throw off their back foot and lean like that.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love.
Mahomes can do
this
it.
Mahomes do it, but these 3 here, this is the way they throw. They don't want to stand tall in the pocket. They want the pressure. They want to lean back. They feel they're more accurate that way. I'm starting to think this is a staple to be a Green Bay quarterback.
But this is why Mike McCarthy needed to be fired. Because everybody said he was the quarterback coach. Don't you think at some point he would have just said, hey, Dad, here you go?
I have my gripes on Mike McCarthy, and I want him gone. He should have been gone as of 9:00 this morning, Eastern time. Jerry Jones wake up at 4:00 Central time, so at 6:00 Central time, 9:00 Eastern time, we should have got that notification. Mike McCarthy is going to fire.
He might be gone tomorrow.
Here's why he needs to go. And I understand everybody loved the fact that he's three years in a row, 12-5 to the playoffs. Got 1 win last year. He was 1 and done last year. The year before that, got put out in the first round. This year, you get put out in the first round. I'm okay with that. If you want to be a regular season, he won 1 last year.
Oh, you said
got put out in the second round. Yeah, and got put out in the first round the other 2 times.
That's when we officially went 1 and done. We didn't go 1 and done this year.
Yeah,
I want to correct that.
1 and done last year. Yeah. Now, as a fan, if you okay with that, and everybody want us to be okay with that, because that's mediocre. It's mediocre. I can win a regular season at 12-5 any given day, but what I'm doing in the playoffs, nothing. In Dallas, this ain't the team. Listen. everybody need to understand. We're America's team for a reason. Eyes is gonna always be on Dallas. It ain't got nothing to do with how many people like Dallas, how many people, none of that. Ain't nobody that has nothing to do with it. It's just the fact that eyes are always on us, whether they're good or bad. So to be a coach who only wins in the regular season and think not winning in the playoffs is okay with Dallas, it's not. I don't care if you bring Bill Belichick in. He better win in the playoffs. I don't care if you go get a young head coach. He better win in the playoffs. It's playoffs or bust in Dallas. We're not the same team across the league with everybody else. It's a different atmosphere here. It's playoffs or bust. You can't win a big game in the playoffs, you got to go. You can't make it to the playoffs. You're gone your first year. And that's the culture. That's the culture we need to instill in Dallas.
Did you say Wanye? You said something about Wanye?
I said just somebody, anybody. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I knew it.
All right, man, look. It's not pause. They ain't gonna do it, but look, man.
Knew you gonna do that, man.
Enough on listen, man. But look, when I watched this game, right, it was wild, right? I can't even bother this thing.
Good. That's what you get.
If I was level headed like Jordan Love, I could have did it. But look.
Oh, the jokes are right themselves.
Listen, man. Am I the one that picked the Packers to make the playoffs this year? I think I did. Am I the one that picked the Packers to go to the NFC Championship game? I think I did. I might not have it though, but I think I did. But I didn't pick on the beat y'all though. I came on here and I said they're gonna get out to our start, which they did. It's gonna look like that Detroit game. And then Dallas is gonna settle down. And then that never happened though. So when I watched that game, all I thought about was y'all too. Tom, I'm thinking about you because I know I gotta see you the next day. And then Warren, you always dear in my heart, always, care about how you feel. All right. So I'm watching the game. Now I try to put myself in a Cowboys uniform and say, how would I feel as a Cowboy fan watching this game? Coming to this game, I'm a little confident. It's a home game, one of the last 16 home games. And then I had Tomo in my ear. Undisciplined football. Okay, cool. It's 2nd and 10. Michael Parsons get a sack. Was it Parsons, right? He got a sack, right? He get a sack. Momentum. It was third. Was the Parsons? Okay, it was 2nd and 10.
I was Armstrong.
Okay. And y'all get a sack. Momentum. Boom. Crowd going crazy. I see the yellow flag. What happened? Illegal contact, I think, or defensive holding, some kind like that. And automatic first down. Then y'all get all the way down within the 10-yard line. Right? And your boy, like you said, Tomo, the veteran, the guy who once had a good game, went offside for no reason. Now, I know they didn't give up an automatic first down, but it just killed the energy. It was 3rd and 2 now, and then it turns to a touchdown. And then I'm like, all right, first of all, Michael McCarthy, like you said, y'all not going first on offense was like, here we go. All right, it was, all right, here we go again. And then y'all get the ball back. Dak get the first down on 3rd and 5, right? And I know y'all were probably like, okay, Dak, MVP, All-Pro, AP Dak. And what CeeDee Lamb do on the next 3rd down? Drop. Let y'all down. So I know the defense getting out of flock, but I'm going to put more in the offense because we know the defense will not show up at home. We've seen that before, but we've seen the offense be consistent. We know y'all quarterback is All-Pro. CeeDee Lamb is arguably people saying he's the best receiver in the league. And he got that key drop on 3rd down, 3rd and 5, which caused y'all to punt the ball. Then this was a killer right here. Y'all get a stop. Michael Parsons get held, and y'all get a stop. It's 7-0 still. Y'all got them to punt the ball. And what Dak Prescott doing first down? Overthrow Cooks. 2nd down, you hand it off CD because CD can't catch the ball. So you got to hand it off to him.
Now, with that Cooks play, I blame Cooks a little bit. Because if you go back and watch it, he too busy fighting with the cornerback swinging his arm back instead of like trying to track the ball. If he would have looked and caught the ball, he would have been straight on that one.
I give you that.
It's 50-50 on that, though.
Now, let's go to 3rd down. Now, I know people might say, oh, it's a great play, which it was, because when Jair was clear, I was like, Jair. And Tom, we had a whole argument about Jair and CeeDee Lamb earlier this year.
We came to a conclusion on that one.
Okay. Jair ain't no joke. But
Never
that
said he was.
is not supposed to put the ball right there, right, Warren? Where he put the ball on that play on that interception, the first interception.
The ball shouldn't have went to that route, period.
Yeah, it should have went to CD. It should have went to CD.
So that happened. And then they scored. And then the special teams play, that happened when? That happened before that, right? Before that, I think. So, and then I think that was a killer right there. That first interception was like, they might lose. Y'all got down y'all biggest deficit in y'all 16-game win streak, right? Biggest deficit. And then the killer was a pick six. That right there, that's when I know y'all was like, it's over after that. Because y'all were about to score. You gotta get this touchdown. It's a 14-point game. You go into the halftime, but instead he throws a pick six. Now it's 27 on that.
Here's the thing about that pick six. When you forcing a receiver the ball, defenses know that. If you go back and look at that play, there's no reason the ball should have went to CD. It should have went to Brandon Cooks. They both ran the same route. Brandon Cooks is wide open.
And
because Savage knew Dak was trying to force
he
jumped the route. Like
I'm sorry to say this, y'all. Mike McCarthy is not getting fired. He's a puppet. Jerry Jones, he does everything Jerry Jones says. Jason Garrett was there for what? 16, 25 years? I think Mike McCarthy be gone. And
you gotta understand, Jason Garrett played for Dallas too.
And also, Jerry Jones, what did he say? He gave Mike McCarthy all this credit for why y'all so good this year. All this credit all year. So I don't think he's going nowhere.
Let me correct you real quick.
Hold on.
Let me tell him something.
I know you want to say something, but I just wanted the world to know because I thought about this when everybody kept talking about Mike McCarthy needs to get fired. And I started scouring because everybody talking about Bill Parcells and all these other names. Y'all know the Chargers looking for a head coach, right? So if the Chargers get a new head coach, who won't be fired as the offensive coordinator? I just want the record to know that if this man is a free agent,
he can't.
You think he
just praised Mike McCarthy over Kellen Moore. He better not go get Kellen Moore.
Joe.
Go ahead.
You're outside.
You're
outside. Okay?
Go ahead. All you.
I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't Jerry Jones that y'all know, and the Jerry Jones y'all think that support Mike McCarthy. This is Jerry Jones telling his son to his face, I gave you everything you wanted. I even supported your guy. I even got rid of one of my. I got rid of all my guys.
All of them.
And guess what? You produced the same results. Jerry Jones getting ready to take back over this team, and he's gonna start making moves.
And they seen it. The media.
Mike McCarthy is gonna be the first move to get out of here.
No, hold on, Joe. I got you, Joe. I just want to say something.
But I said this before I even said anything. Before Joe even said Mike McCarthy gonna stay. The fans that ain't Dallas fans want Mike McCarthy to stay because there's no playoff success.
The same reason I wanted Ron Rivera to stay.
It's not even Mike McCarthy's fault.
It's not his fault. It is his fault, Joe. It is.
A coach has to have McCarthy's fault.
Think about because you can win 12 games in a regular season because you always know there's error with a regular season. You know there's another day. You get what I'm saying? To have your team prepared. This team was not prepared from the jump. This is the third playoff game in a row where this team has came out flat.
No, y'all did not come out flat against the 49ers. Dak played bad against that team. Y'all played actually good against the 49ers. Dak just played bad. Now in this game,
Joe, that offense came out flat.
Okay, give me specifics.
Joe, let me ask you a question.
Offense you said came out flat. I would think CD came out flat yesterday. And then I'm not putting on my because on CD. CD did catch the daggone ball. He a grown man. And then
I hate that narrative. As a wide receiver, I hate that narrative. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to catch it. Look at Joe. Wait before you even go ahead and rebuttal. Go look at the play. Go look at the play again. CD did his damnedest to get his hand on that ball. That ball was out of reach. It was fingertip, Joe. I guarantee you, if that ball would have hit his palm, he'd have caught it. I said now, if the ball would have hit his palm, he would have caught it. But if it was a fifth, we'd all be what?
What about the first catch he dropped?
Which about the one where he jumped over? That was on CD. That was on CD.
First catch, one.
The very first one.
Which one you talking about? The 35?
No, the third
not the
drive was
slant.
down.
He's talking about the one with the
Okay,
comeback.
yeah, that's on him. Yes.
So
That's on
you
him.
have what we're talking about plus that. So it's not I can't give you that one like, oh, it was out of reach. I saw CD drop a easy catch early on. He even looked at his hands like, and then they handed the ball to him in the backfield because he couldn't catch. They was like, no, CD gonna give you something simple, bro. Get you warmed up. Here you go. So no, I'm not putting on Mike McCarthy. That's on CD Lamb. That Prescott throwing that 2 interceptions, that's on him. Plays were there. Mike McCarthy drew it out good. Y'all didn't execute it.
You're looking at Mike McCarthy from an offensive coordinator.
No. I'm not.
I'm looking at Mike McCarthy from a head coach standpoint. Joe.
I get you.
Is on Mike McCarthy.
I get you, but we can't say that one. We can't keep putting out the same people.
What's your job as a head coach?
You're not putting it all on the head coach, though.
I'm not putting it all on
Mike McCarthy. To get them ready, yes.
That is on him.
This is 50% him. 25% the offense, 25% the defense.
Yes.
And here's why. Because as a head coach, you're supposed to have your team prepared.
Ready.
You make adjustments.
Okay.
You control your court. They work for you. That's like you in a job. If you're a boss, everybody works for you. You put people in place and you tell them what they need to do and how to get the job done. Now you trust them to do their job. But if they're not doing their job, you take over. At what point we've been running man all year? What point as a head coach do you go to your defensive coordinator and say, stop the zone? Do what we've been doing all year. Die on our sword. Don't die on something new that our guys are uncomfortable with.
Okay.
You can tell our secondary is uncomfortable with playing zone. That's the reason why I blame this on Mike McCarthy. You didn't make the proper adjustments at all.
I get you. Mike McCarthy could have did something better. So did Jerry Jones probably could have done something better. Anybody could have done something better. But to say that lost the game and get the biggest piece of the pie to Mike McCarthy is ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous.
Who's doing that though?
I'm doing it. That's what he's doing.
I'm doing it. He got 50%.
So
as the head coach, I'm giving him 50. Bro,
Dan Quinn got all this praise all year. Dan Quinn, all this praise. Great. Look at the defenses Dan Quinn took over.
Hold on, Joe.
Dan Quinn go to that 25% of the defense. Dan Quinn in the defense is one.
Wait. How did I turn into the moderator? What's going on here? How did I become the moderator? Now I see what you just said about Dan Quinn is why that rose up under the 50% umbrella with Mike McCarthy. This is how we're gonna tie the two together, because at the end of the day, Dan Quinn is a defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Mike McCarthy, that's what I really don't want to give him 50% one, but I see where you're coming from, because after CD dropped that pass and when Dak had his moment, Dak went to CD and said, "Come on, bro, we better than this." They even showed Mike McCarthy walk over to him and be like, "Bro, this is one of the biggest games in your career." Because technically, as Cowboy fans, them players in that locker room knew it too. This is the easiest route to get where they want to go. You get 2 home games. You've been balling all season with these 2 home games. You should not be out here playing like this. But what I always say, and I said it before in the beginning of the episode, when a team shows you who they are, you need to believe them. Warren, we talked about this already. The Cardinals game, the Bills game, the first Eagles game, the Dolphins game. If you put all of those together, that was yesterday. That's exactly what it was yesterday. They could not stop the run. They act like they did not know where they needed to be on their assignments. As far as quarterbacking, Dak was pressing for no reason from the gate. Like, if I was a random football fan, you could not tell me who was the vet on the field. I would have thought Jordan Love was the 8-9 year vet. That team, and this is where it goes. Hold up, Joe. Don't snicker just yet, because this is where it goes back to what Warren was saying. Matt LaFleur had that team more prepared than what Mike McCarthy did, and he's won the Super Bowl before. The Packers came out. Mike McCarthy. I'm saying the coach that won a Super Bowl has been in more games of this magnitude. Got outcoached from start to finish, compared to a coach who was just going through it with that same quarterback. This team was way more prepared. All week I've been watching people talk about how the Packers are weak in the secondary as far as when it comes to zone and their linebackers. These are the 2 things you need to attack. What is the one thing Dallas has been doing all year? Tight ends and probably trying to run the ball up the middle. That was it. You seen none of that. The number one thing that Dak Prescott can do is throw in a zone coverage. Like, he can kill a zone. You want to run a 2 deep shell? The Giants been doing it his whole career. He's been killing them on it. That's why he can feast on the NFC East. But for some reason, when you go zone and then one person sheds left, It's over for Dak. Like he just can't do it. He glitches.
Well, Matt LaFleur is one of the best coaches in the league, though. Hold up.
He ain't won the Super Bowl.
No, Mike LaFleur is one of the best coaches in the league.
See, Teddy. I see what we're doing here, Teddy.
I can read it for you, Tom. Shout out to Teddy with the $4.99 super chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Baseball with Teddy on YouTube. Cowboys suck. Enjoy Belichick. One and done. Here we go.
We're not going after Belichick.
Belichick ain't going there, bro. Jerry Jones too.
Belichick. See, the thing is, Belichick is not the coach that Jerry Jones really wants. Belichick is another Jimmy Johnson. Jerry ain't over that hump yet. Yes, he put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor, but he ain't over that hump to hire another Jimmy Johnson. So we're not getting Belichick.
So the curse not lifted. Dang, I thought the curse was lifted. Golly.
No, we thought the curse was lifted. He forgot to do something else. I guess he got to hire another Jimmy Johnson.
It just feels different. But look, real quick. All right,
hold on. No, I get what you're saying, Joe. But let me address one thing.
Hold on. My last thing I want to say about Mike McCarthy. I'm not disagreeing with you. Well, Mike McCarthy could make adjustments. I think giving him 50% is wild because the game plan y'all had was good enough. Not defensively. Defensively, I'm not talking about that. Offensively, y'all just were not executing offensively, bro. Y'all weren't.
A good game plan.
How?
Here's the thing. The game plan wasn't good. That's why I say the game plan wasn't good, Joe. 2 high safeties.
Okay.
4 down linemen. Why aren't you running the ball?
And the run was there.
Tony Pollard showed that the run would work last night. Uh-huh. He was getting 5. He was getting 5 a pop. He had his plays yet. Everybody has their plays where you get stopped at the line or behind the line. But 2 high safeties, and you continue to make the pass game your go-to. As a head coach, even as an offensive coordinator, you're offensive coordinated-minded head coach.
Mm-hmm.
You seen 2 high safeties all night, and you didn't run the ball more. You was getting 5 yards a pop, and you wasn't running the ball. What's the problem?
What's the stat? Remember the stat that came out? Remember when they got the stat that came out and said when Dallas is down 14 points at home, they've never come back. Never come back.
No, y'all are 6 and y'all were like 6 and.
It's like 0 and something.
We was 0
right. 0 and 56.
Yeah, 0 and 56.
Dang.
Adjustments. They don't be made, bro. I'm sorry. There's a thing about that's why it's there. I know this. Hey, Kev, I know you hate this word, but they do make adjustments at halftime. I remember that debate from a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but and
you don't gotta keep saying damn like that, Joe.
All in all,
yeah, I'm saying dang.
all in all, though, Dallas need a culture change.
Y'all do.
We thought the culture change came with Mike McCarthy, and a small one did. A small one did because it came in the presence of Dan Quinn. I wouldn't say Mike McCarthy.
I would say that. I would say that.
The culture change came.
No. I gotta give it to y'all. Mike McCarthy get a lot of credit because y'all been 12-5 for real last 3 years.
No. I'll put back even more layers on this one. Because when Mike McCarthy got here, think about who we had before that and what was our issue, right? No. I ain't even talking about just the record. I'm talking about the stubbornness. Jason Garrett will always go out there and be like, we're gonna play our game no matter what happens. Mike McCarthy came and what was that, like 2020? Remember, he brought all his friends in there. And then that defense was trash.
Yeah,
he went and fired his homie and said, look, bro, it's not working.
That's facts.
The one thing I will give Mike McCarthy as far as a culture within Dallas is the loyalty factor. Mike McCarthy said, there's no loyalty. I'll fire my best friend just so we can win. Y'all told me I got another year with Kellen Moore. We lost to the 49ers. Look, that's y'all boy. I gave y'all a chance. Fire. Now let me run it. It doesn't look right. So if y'all want to fire Mike, probably like if y'all want to fire me, bro, it is what it is. But I went out on my shield.
Yeah, and I respect that. But like I said, we need a different type of culture shock. We need a culture shock where players are held accountable.
One real quick. If y'all would have played more man, y'all really thought y'all could have stopped Green Bay? I mean, man is more feasible for Green Bay. You know that, right?
It's my thing though, Joe.
So I understand why y'all ran zone.
I understand. That's our strength, though. That's our strength. That's our cornerback strength. That's Gilmore's strength. Physicality at the offensive at the line. Blaine, physicality at the line.
You said
listen,
I think Jordan Love would have still cooked y'all.
I don't think they wouldn't have had 48 points. Joe, look how many people was wide open. You see how many people was wide open in that game?
I get you on that, but they got skilled receivers, bro.
Joe, you can say the same way you say you think Jordan Love would have still ate us up is the same way I gotta say if we played man, we can send more pressure.
I got you though. I get where you're coming from.
So
like,
this
is like, basically.
It's give us a chance to die on our sword. Don't make us die on something that we're uncomfortable with.
Kind of like what he did, Cat letting Dak throw the ball down your sword, right? Which I been know all year, right? And they got all pro. That's why he didn't run the ball that much. He was down on y'all on the shield.
I mean, at certain point, you can't run the ball.
No, he was down on the sword.
Be honest, Joe. Be honest. Looking at the Cowboys game this year, how many teams actually played two high safeties? Only the Bills did it. The Bills in Green Bay. Nobody else played as two high safeties. They still respected the run.
My man Sam House saw that all year. My bad. Go ahead. He saw that all year because
Sam House saw two high safeties
because of every enemy. We did.
Teams knew AB wasn't trying to run the ball.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is the culture shock that Dallas need is players being held accountable. If you ain't doing your job on the field, come sit on the sideline. We'll put the next guy.
Nah, we need to get more drastic. We need to get more drastic, and that's why Jimmy Johnson went off in that half game episode.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Because he the one that came out. Because when he first got here, he was like, "Look, you don't want to play? You could be a star player." He was cutting people. Like, look, you could be CeeDee Lamb. If you don't want to show up, you will be out of here. Like, I want people that want to play.
That was embarrassing, y'all. The fact that Jimmy Johnson gave a halftime speech on national television. They can't hear you, bro. They ain't got a TV on in the locker room.
No, you know who
they had a TV.
You know why he said that.
That was set up. That was a setup.
Man, this man did a halftime speech, and he really thought it was gonna work. Like,
they talk about.
This is why he said that, right? After he said it, because right before halftime, I think that's when Dak threw the pick six, and they panned the camera to Jerry Jones. They've been doing it all day. This is before he smacked his pen down. He looked back like one of these, like.
Hey, look, and Terry Bradshaw even gave some advice. Even he put his coaching cape on. I was like, bro, you play for the Steelers. Y'all got tomorrow. They gonna need you tomorrow, by the way, probably. So you gotta get ready.
I think I sent you something where everybody started saying like this. The whole media universe shifted and said, "Man, you know, normally Dallas, man, this ain't them. We don't trust them in the playoffs. You know, this the one or two haters that was like ground rooted. They looking good today, but the whole media world shifted. They like Dak is balling. This could possibly be the Cowboys. You even had Stephen A. say this could possibly be their year." And I told him, I said, "Look, bro, they building us up for the moment because they know that if we fail, they gonna be like all that stuff." I said, I was just saying because they was playing. They are trash.
But Tomo, didn't I say that home cooking is a myth? I said that. I said, Warren, hear me out. This is what I said about y'all home cooking. Y'all play all bad teams at home, right? And then let's start from the beginning of the season. Bad team. Y'all lost to the Cardinals, but y'all were down how many offensive linemen?
We were on a road. That was a road game.
I know. But y'all known for beating up bad teams, though. Y'all lost to the Cardinals, who are a bad team, but y'all didn't have no offensive linemen. Then y'all had a bad team. Lost to the 49ers, and a good team. Got killed by them. Bad team. Then y'all played Philly.
Wait. The Rams made it to the playoff.
The Rams were bad, bro. Don't do that. The Rams were not good. Matty Stafford was still playing with an injury, and they were not. And Kyron Williams wasn't even playing for real. So let's not even do that. All right, let's not even do that. So, and then Worm.
The Jets was bad.
Yeah, who?
The Jets was bad.
Come on now.
That defense was bad in week 2. I'm just asking a question.
But, okay. Did y'all defense really show up and gave Dak short fielders the whole game for against the New York Jets? Let's not even go there either. All right.
I'm just saying because you can throw that out there. I mean, I seen another team that was good. Hold on. I seen another team that played tonight go up against that same Jets defense in that same ballpark, and then it didn't look the same.
Because their quarterback got blitzed. We know how they is under the blitz. We know how he is when he get pressure.
Dak don't get blitzed.
Dak is not him. Dak is better in the blitz than Hurts. I'm telling you that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Hurts got blitzed like crazy. But every dog have his dog gets you that. But I'm trying to break down y'all schedule. The Jets are not a good team. If y'all beat the Jets, I'm not gonna let that's a good team. But anyways, Eagles. Y'all blew out the Eagles, right? The Eagles.
We lost to the Eagles the first time.
Y'all lost when they were rising, right? They were still peaking, and then they hit the 49ers. They started slumping, and that's when y'all beat Philly. That's why I'm like, bro, y'all. I'm not trying to take no credit for y'all being Philly, but y'all didn't beat the Philly team that we wanted y'all to play. And then y'all play the Bills, get blown out. Then y'all play the Dolphins, lose. Y'all play the Lions, That's the only one I say. Y'all, I was like, okay, they beat the Lions.
What about the
Okay.
Seahawks?
It's my Seahawks. Sorry, bro. Like, I mean, I don't label them as a great team. They didn't make the playoffs. I'm sorry.
But you just said the
Who? I said what? At the time, the Seahawks were better first half of the year. Gino got hurt, and then the second half of the year, they weren't even the same.
So it just so happened we play teams.
Right.
We play teams. No, we just play teams
That's what I'm trying to say.
He played for Detroit. But I'm just being real with
Joe.
y'all.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying so basically what you're saying is we play these teams at the right opportune time for the Cowboys to get the win.
Like the Eagles beat the Rams, but nobody running around saying, yeah, the Eagles beat the Rams, but I'm not saying like, man, they beat the Rams, man. They're good. Nah, brother, hold it. No,
I did what you're saying. You're saying that the Cowboys, looking at the schedule, they only beat the teams that's on the schedule, but technically they catch them at the right time.
Yeah, it's like okay, y'all won, y'all earned that, y'all got the dub in your record, whatever. But I'm not like, you know what, this team is really like they not gonna lose at home. I never felt that way. But man, Matt, this game right here though. Whew. Go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead and finish it, man. I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, I'm done, man. I ain't got nothing else to say other than
I knew
it is what it is, man.
I knew that was gonna happen.
What the beat teams like?
I knew that was gonna happen, bro. I knew it, bro.
I don't listen when it comes to stuff like that. If you tell me we beat teams at the perfect time for Dallas, I don't ever want to hear you say any given Sunday. Because this is the league we in. It's any given Sunday. You see what the Cardinals did to us any given Sunday. That's all I'm saying. It's any given Sunday. You muted.
No, the Cardinals though, y'all were banged up though. Like
I understand that, but it's
afterwards.
It's any given Sunday though.
It is though.
They got us at the perfect time for them. It is what it is, bro. We beat who is put in front of us, and we lose who's put in front of us. We can't do nothing about our schedule, when it line up, how it line up, how these teams play at the beginning of the year versus at the end of the year.
That's true.
Because if Seattle's doing good at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year we beat them, because
y'all barely beat the Cardinals. Like, come on, bro. Y'all didn't even beat the Cardinals.
They ain't beat the Cardinals. Come on,
y'all struggle with bad teams.
I was gonna say,
so what are you saying?
The Cardinals come back and hug y'all.
Y'all see, that's why I don't like this division, right? And that's good because that's what it's supposed to be when you in the division. And they find ways to rile me up on here, right? Because you go 10-1, you barely beat the good teams. You found a way to get a yellow flag or a drop pass here and there, but yet and still you want to brag on your shield that you beat the good teams. Buffalo Bills run the wrong route. That game could have been over. Chiefs, bad drop. Could have been a loss. But at the end of the day, when the Cowboys go up against a trash team and they blow them out, and then when they do go up against a good team, technically, sometimes it's a fight outside of the 49ers. Again, it's something about, now I can add the Packers to the list. It's something about when we play these two teams, we just can't get over the hump no matter who the coach is. But still, when you have a chance and destiny's in your hand, this is why the Cowboy loss is so much worse, because destiny was in our hands against the Bills, against Miami, and we lost both games. When you have another team on the flip side who are playing the trash of the division, that's the Giants. Smoke the Giants every time we see them. It don't matter who's back there. Barely beat them the first time. Then you go up against a Cardinals team who caught us when we was emotionally scarred because we had just lost Trayvon. But it's football. You're supposed to still do your job. Up 21-6 and lose. Scheduling does matter because you had the easiest. Our schedule started off sweet and yours started off soft. Go win tonight, man. Go win tonight. I got all season stuff to handle, man. I ain't talking about the Eagles no more after the day.
We tune in tonight. All right. I'll get some last words in. My last word is simple. Appreciate everyone in that word. This is for the Cowboys. Go ahead.
I ain't got no.
And my last words is if you're a Weber employee and you watching this and you see this on my shirt, I'm not at work.
my last words is more so, man, look, I know I just went on a tangent just now, but they always find a way. Somebody in this division will always find a way to rile me up, man. If it's a Commander fan that ain't Joe or Mark, if it's an Eagle fan, it's just an Eagle fan. But for the Cowboy Nation, bro, at the end of the day, man, somebody said it earlier. It's turmoil in Dallas. It's more so turmoil with the fan base because now we back to fighting each other again. We the only fan base that seem to know how to fight each other during the season. Meanwhile, we actually shouldn't be that too upset because, again, the team I just talked about was ready to fire their coach week 16. At least we lost the playoff game and talking about firing our coach, getting a new quarterback, finding a new defensive coordinator. Like we weren't trying to figure this out going into the playoffs. We knew who we was before we got here. And yes, you can run with that joke because yes, we know we were either going to win this game and lose the next one or lose this one. It is what it is. But it's fun while it's here.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
No more Cabo.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.